Right, so I've always wanted to do this, but I was like just a pussy, you know? Okay. I just want to show the 10 people that are gonna watch my videos that it is possible to grow, right? Because from the title of the video, being ambitious but lazy is probably the worst way that us men could lead life. Because if this video got recommended to you, I know you're the same kind of guy, and just having these big dreams, having this, wanting to give all these things to your parents, to your loved ones, but wanting to make this money and just lead this specific type of life, but still being a lazy piece of shit and just not doing anything, drinking, vices, drugs, all that. Well, I really sound like a self-improvement channel right now. No, this is not it. This is not it, bro. So let me just start with my story, yeah? I am a 20-year-old Indian kid that moved to the UK for uni last September. So yeah, September 2024. And I've always had this, this vision, yeah. I've always wanted to have a business of my own and be self-dependent, and just wanted to do things of my own accord and not depend on anyone. Which is not a bad thing, but it's just what I've always wanted. So back in 2021, me and two of my friends, we started a business. It was we started off as a SMMA because, we saw people like Iman Gaji and we wanted to hop on the train, as you do, right? It did not work. SMMA was, as a business model, already super fucking saturated. We could not do shit. So we switched to software as a service. We planned to white label our thing using Go High Level, and which obviously requires much more expertise and much more know-how than three fucking, degenerate 17-year-olds would have. So yeah, that bombed. And then I have another friend of mine. He's good at the stuff that we want to do. He has a YouTube channel, he does 3D art, he does freelancing, all of that. So he's already at a good place in life. Well, at least better than mine, let's say. Him and I started this business where we would sell services, but we would sell video creation, 3D visualization, we would sell sound design and audio, we would sell web design, UI UX, marketing, all of that. So it was basically like a social media, rather like an online solutions type of business for businesses as well. So it was a B2B, but it acted like B2C. So it was good to start. We started out, it was going pretty well, but then things happened and we decided to focus on our own things. Took a little bit of a hiatus, yeah. And that was in 2022, I want to say, mid 2022 maybe late 2022, somewhere around there. So we took a bit of a hiatus, and now after I moved to the UK, we've been starting to attract a bit more clients, and we're working again, which is good. And I also have a drop shipping thing that I'm starting, but let's not talk about that. That's not happening yet. I'm just only researching and shit. So yeah, that's basically my story in this context. And currently I work at Tim Hortons and I make just a little bit of money, pay my rent, and just survive. So what do we do as men when we are, consumed by all this pressure to us? I don't want to say pressure, but just this wanting to be something, wanting to be something bigger than ourselves. I think I've figured out what I need to do personally, and that's what I want to share in this video. And I want the 10 people that watch this video to comment on it, and we could have a conversation. It's just that's what I want to do. And you can probably tell because this is the first fucking time I've been sat in front of a camera and talked. So not the best. I don't even know if the mic is working. Hopefully it's working. Okay. What do we want to do to not procrastinate and not be a lazy piece of shit and just do the things that we know we should do? Because let's be honest, we all know exactly what we should do, like dropshipping. I'm being lazy and not doing anything and watching dropshipping videos on YouTube and just random shit. What do I need to do? I need to fucking research products. That's what I need to do, right? But yeah, I just won't. It's crazy to think about, isn't it? We know exactly what we need to do. We know we have a clear driving factor for it. We have a clear goal of where we want to be, yet we just won't fucking do it. It's just so weird to think about, but it's such a real thing. So okay, the thing that I've realized that hopefully could get people like me out of just this cycle of being lazy as fuck is we always visualize where we want to be, right? We always visualize this version of ourselves that's making 5 figures a month, that's just successful. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just we all have this vision of ourselves of where we want to be, right? But the problem, I think, is that vision is only external, right? Like, we think of that person who is supposed to be us in the future. We think of that person as someone else and we fantasize about it. What we don't do is try to break down what that person does that's different than what we are doing right now. Because at the end of the day, it's the same guy, right? It's you. It's literally you. You need to, you should be able to know what that guy does on a daily basis that makes him different. So we need to think about not the expensive things we buy, not the money we make, not the girls and the attractions. We need to think about what we do on a daily basis at that time in the future. We need to think about what that future self of ours does from the time he wakes up to the time he goes back to bed. And that way I think it's going to be a more approachable method, let's call it, to just grow, which is basically why I created the channel, to hopefully show my growth to people like me and just spark a little bit of a positive message in the mind of 2 people. And I'll be happy if that happens. I'll be really happy. I don't want anything more than that. The second thing I've realized is things like, monk mode, and I can't remember the other names, just monk mode and the grind, the whole grind mindset that has been shoved down our throat these last few years, primarily because of social media. I don't really think it works like that. And I'll tell you why. Because it's a fucking habit, isn't it? Procrastinating is a habit. There is a part of our brain, which again I can't remember the name because I did not do any research for shit. I researched fuck all before recording this video. There's a part of our brain that triggers the habitual side of our existence, basically. The habitual side of the things that we do. I'll pop up the name right here. It's like a muscle, isn't it? You have to train it just like we train the rest of our body at the gym. And we have to treat it like just any other muscle. So I think things like monk mode, and when you just fucking like leave everything and you think you're just gonna be working like 16 hours a day for 21 days or whatever it is, I think that you need to take like a good 6 months to maybe a year for some people to actually start training our mind to not procrastinate, which I am currently actively in the process of doing. I have improved, I'll tell you, I have improved. It's been like 2 weeks since I've like consciously wanted to fix this procrastination thing that I have, and yeah, it's working. It's working. I'm definitely improving, because before I just fucking laid in bed, you know, basically that's it. The whole day I was just lay in bed. When I had work, I went to work, I'd come back, watch YouTube videos, watch anime, watch movies, whatever, call up my friends. So yeah, I think the concluding point of this video would probably be just start practicing visualizing what that version of you does on the daily, and start picking up those habits little by little and implementing them into your day-to-day. So yeah, I'm going to be posting things like this for the 10 people to watch. And yeah, mate, if you watch this and if you agree or disagree with anything that I said, please just comment, and yeah, we'll have a little bit of a conversation. And that's basically what we need, isn't it? As young guys that want to do things, that's what we need, mate. We need to talk. We need to talk about this stuff. Yeah, let's just end it there, and I'm rooting for you. Have a good day, bro.